Ace Will's the genius.
Anti-intellectualism is destroying hip-hop, but it's way bigger than hip-hop because it's starting to affect America as a whole. So let's dive into it, hear some different perspectives, and of course I give my perspective.
No one cares about complex lyricism and big words and intricate metaphors. We don't need another Most Def. We don't need another Rakim. We don't need another Razcast. What matters is, does the song have a bop? Does it have a vibe? This is an argument. This is something that you're seeing perpetuated in hip hop. And what I would argue is that the dumbing down of hip hop is synonymous with the dumbing down of America. Despite the fact that we have J. Cole, despite the fact that we have Kendrick Lamar, and despite the fact that we have Drake, three artists in their own way who put a lot into their lyricism, despite, the big three, if you will, there's still an aversion towards thought-provoking, intricate lyricism. The quickness to call lyrical hip-hop nerd rap, or to have this aversion once again towards thought-provoking and complex lyricism, is just indicative of the anti-intellectualism that we see in the United States at the moment. When you look around, there's not an emphasis on reading. When you go to our public school systems, really, you're just an automaton to go along and learn different tasks so you can come out here and become a 9-to-5 employee. We don't really cultivate thinkers. We don't really cultivate intellectuals in our society. Social media, reality TV, low vibrational music, junk food, everything is set up to make you not think. Everything is set up to make you not question the world around you, to abandon your creativity, to abandon your intellect. This is spilling over into hip hop. We're a nation of consumers. We're a nation of people that don't want anything that's going to provoke us to actually think critically. So when we see people say that someone raps too complex, or this is rapidy rap, or this is nerd hip hop, this is just an extension of the anti-intellectualism and the collapse of education in our country. Let me know what you think in the comments.
See, all right, what he's saying, there is some fact to that for sure. If you look around, man, a lot of these kids these days, they can't read, right? There was a study that was done, and it was like most people can only read at like a 5th grade level. Real study, look it up. Most people only read at a 5th grade level. So do you think those same people that can only comprehend at a 5th grade level, which I have a 7-year-old who's in the 2nd grade who reads at probably I don't know, 7th, 8th grade level. Like, my kid is advanced. I was advanced, so it's kind of normal in my household, right? It's kind of expected, you know what I'm saying? But the average person can't read as good as my 7-year-old. That's bad. That is very bad. It's kids older than him who can't read, you know what I mean? So when we talking about hip hop, you got to think those same kids, those same people who can't comprehend above a 5th grade level is expected to understand metaphors, double entendres, and all this intricate, complex wordplay. I get why there's a disconnect, why people are like, I don't want to hear that. It's not that you don't want to hear it, you don't understand it. So why would you want to hear something you don't understand? So it feels like you don't want to hear it because it's, complex. But in reality, you don't want to hear it because you don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And that's tough. That's tough. I just feel like we need to do better educating ourselves and the people around us. And man, if you got kids in your house, make them read, bro. Spend that time with them. Make sure they reading. Make sure they can write. Make sure they understanding that math, bro. That's important, bro. That is important. And like, I ain't one of them people who just taught, you feel me? Like, you talking about reading, da-da-da-da. You probably don't even, who don't read? Who don't read? Hold up, man. I'll let y'all look. Books on deck, bro. Books on deck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Accounting, non-accountants. What's this right here? Literacy, financial literacy. That's just the type shit I be on. The 48 laws of power. Come on, man. I'm locked in for real. Like, I'm locked in. I really read. I got more books right here too, but I ain't finna pull them all off the, I ain't finna pull every book out to prove to you you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the importance of reading. I understand that there's really knowledge in these books that we need, but that was my little ramble on that. Let's move on.
So I think I've gotten to the bottom of something that's been pissing me off lately, and it's that with the rise of anti-intellectualism and listening to experts anymore across the board, I think it's inserted itself into the music industry in a really specific and unique way, and it's that we keep letting haters have a say, and also we also kind of keep conflating haters and critics, because why are we listening to people that are telling us that they have no connection to modern music, and that makes them, they have a better ear, or they're better at listening to music because they've decided that everything that's new is bad, and that's getting traction, that's getting views, and why are we listening to them? Why are we listening to people that tell us that they don't have a connection to current music, and so how could they know what's good if they're not listening to it? So why are we letting them tell us what is good and what's not good? Because you remember my crash out from earlier this year with the Warped Tour lineup drop.
Nah, that's she has a point, right? So think about it. I remember, I can't remember who told the story or whatever, but they were saying these label execs or whatever, right? They don't let their kids listen to the music that is literally paying for everything they do. Just think about that. They're funding all of these artists to promote all this BS. You feel me? Every girl gotta be shaking her ass. She gotta go get a BBL. Every nigga gotta be selling drugs, killing people, or just flaunting this lifestyle that most people will never be able to obtain. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Very few people get to live like that. Let's be honest. That's why there's a 1%. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. But it's all this BS get pushed and these kids eat it up. And it's you got people controlling how we listen to music and they don't even listen to it. How the hell are you controlling what we listen to and you don't listen to it, and you won't let your kids listen to it? But it's okay for us to overconsume all this BS. That's why, look, man, I'm if you don't know, I go by Ace Will. I'm a rapper. Used to go by King Buzz, whatever. If you ever dived into my music, you will understand that I am very lyrical, but I also know how to make good music, right? Because it's not always about just being super lyrical. But I'm not dumbing down my music in order to please anybody, and I don't plan on doing it. I got an album coming out soon, and it has storytelling, it has lyricism, it has different concepts, it has, you feel me? I still care about the art at the end of the day, and a lot of people don't, and that's what we need to start weeding out. It's if you don't really care about the art, move on. That's why I'm happy that hip-hop is starting to look unpopular now. It's it's not the thing to do anymore. It's not on the charts. It's not charting. There's no money in hip-hop. Okay, bye. All you niggas that was here for the money, get the fuck on. Bye, nigga. We don't need you. It's time for niggas like me to get pushed back to the front. Niggas who really care about the craft. Niggas who really lock in, study the game, really be in this bitch brainstorming, trying to figure out, damn, what can I say to flip this to make, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas just go in the studio and say anything. right? And I know when I press play, I'll be like, what? You said, you know what I'm saying? So nah, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? But let her finish, man. It's a 4-minute video. Let her cook.
All and like how fucking annoying I found everybody to be, because instead of it being this like incredible shining moment where all these bands were getting this opportunity to play Warped Tour, the comments were filled with people being like, who is this? I don't know who this is. And those comments got like dozens, hundreds of likes, and so many people were like, I don't know who this is either, haha. Like, why is that cool? Why have we decided that like not knowing modern music is cool? Like, you're talking about like Kevin Lyman and Warped Tour, who have always had their finger on the pulse of up and coming music. Like, they don't know what they're doing. Like, you were like acting like they're dumb, when in reality you're dumb. Like, you don't know what's going on. Like, I'm just like, that's the thing that's like, I finally like got to the bottom of like why I'm mad about that. Because we're letting these people like take over the conversation. We're letting haters, and not even like critics. Like, I think there's a difference between hating and critiquing, because I think critics have a familiarity with the works that they're consuming, and they're coming from a place as a hater. It's just like, I don't like this. It's not for me. Because we've gotten so like weirdly individualistic that you think that everything that.
Let me stop that right there. She was like, haters are usually like, I don't like this. This is not for me. I'm gonna stop you right there. A hater won't even acknowledge the fact that, hey, this is just not for me. You feel me? That's not even hating. Haters literally just be like, this shit trash. Like, I don't like it. Like, this is trash. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they can't give you a reason. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, that's hate to me. Where it's just like, you don't like something and you don't have a reason. You just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And then you go above and beyond to try to get other people to not like it because you don't like it. That's hate. That's hating. Because I could not like something and I just be like, you know, this ain't for me. I'll let y'all do that. Y'all got it. Rock out. That's what you like. That's what you like. I'm not going to bash you for liking that at all. Do you? It's just not for me. That's not hating. That's just understanding that this doesn't serve me. You feel me? There's a lot of music out here right now that it just doesn't serve me, so I'm not about to listen to it. That's just me understanding who I am. This don't line up with my values. This don't line up with what I look for in artists, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I like substance. I like lyrics. I like shit that make me think. I like double entendres. I like complex, you know, wordplay. I like all that stuff. I like stuff that I like when I hear some shit and I'll be like, what he just say? Hold up, what that mean? Oh, hold up. Let me. Oh, diction. You know what I'm saying? Like, dictionary. Yeah, I'm one of those people. What that word mean? Oh shit, let me add that to the repertoire. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me cook. No, that's me. That's me.
To you is meant for you. And in reality, if you see a festival lineup and you don't know anyone on it, then that means it's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. Like, there's no conversation to be had. There's nothing to hate. It isn't for you. Move on with your day. Like, every time big festivals like Coachella and Lolla and Bonnaroo release their lineups, and people are in the comments like, who are all these people? Am I disconnected? I don't know these people. Yes, you're disconnected. Like, and then you guys get to like carry.
I ain't gonna lie. I am becoming disconnected. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, when XXL be releasing these lists, and then you have what's it called, Rolling Loud. I'll be looking at the list like, other than the big artists, I'll be looking like, who is this? But it's also like very inspiring to me as an upcoming artist. I'm like, if a nigga I don't know can get on the list, I can get on the list. You feel me? But that's also me underestimating what they probably did. Like, just because I don't know who you are, don't mean you haven't been out here working. I also understand that too. And that's what people need to understand. Just because you don't know who I am, don't mean that I haven't been putting in work. I just haven't crossed your field of view yet. I haven't got there, but I'm there now. So instead of you saying, who is this? You should be like, let me see let me check this out. See if it's something I could rock with. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, people gonna hate before they, how I want to say it. They'll hate on you before they love on you. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that's gonna overrule anything, because, and I hate this, but if you doing numbers, niggas gonna swear you the best thing ever. You feel me? But numbers shouldn't validate your skill set. And I'm just saying that, like, numbers don't validate your skill set. Just because a nigga sold 1 million records, got a platinum plaque, don't mean you better than that nigga that ain't did that yet. You just probably had different opportunities, and you made different choices that put you there. And then you might have did some shit that went against his morals and his beliefs that he ain't willing to do. We gotta realize that shit too. Just because you did that don't make you no better than the other man. You probably did some shit that he wasn't willing to do. It's that simple.
Conversation, like, you guys are the ones that are cool because you don't know things, when in reality, like me, someone that works in the music industry, that knows all those names on the lineup because I've seen them perform with my own 2 eyes and know how talented they are. And then you guys get to lead a conversation about like how bad these people are because you don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. You don't know if they're bad or not. It's great. Let me calm down. But it genuinely is so annoying to watch like a lack of information, a lack of knowing be cool. We should be pointing and laughing at you. You're the posers. Like, what is happening? What do you mean? Like, I find it very uncool. I find it very lame to get on a post talking about an artist or a festival lineup and claim out loud that you don't know who these people are. That means it's not for you. And also, maybe it's time to learn a thing or two, listen to a new band. But like, I don't know what my point is. I just simply know that like we can't keep listening to the people that are like, I haven't listened to a new album in 5 years. Then I don't care what you have to say about the albums that have been released in the past 5 years. You don't know anything. You assume it's all bad because you have bad taste in music. I don't know. Like, maybe you once had good taste, but now you don't care to find anything new. But that doesn't make anything bad. If you just decided that you didn't want to listen to it, that doesn't automatically make it bad. If there's a new band and you haven't heard it, they aren't automatically bad just because you don't know them. Like, every artist that you ever listened to, you didn't once know at some point. I don't know.
I feel like that's like surface level of anti-intellectualism.
Honestly, it's always gonna blow my mind that music is like the one field where you're to be dumb and not know much. Like imagine a doctor saying, I don't know how to do this kind of surgery. And you get a flock of other doctors saying, actually, you don't need to learn how to do it at all. You don't, just go by feel. Just feel it out. You'll get it. Like, you see that doctor making millions? Yeah, he didn't even understand doctor theory. Like, he wouldn't even know what the fuck that is. He would look at you crazy if you mentioned it. It's like, bro, can we learn? Like, can I? And also, it's another thing. Can I learn in peace? And that might sound like an extreme example, but that's really how it is in, well, mainstream music mainly. Like, someone will show their beat or whatever on TikTok, and someone's like, that's really good, but I think you just need like a better understanding of like music theory or rhythm. And it's like, no, that's so, I think that's really valid. But then you get 50 other bitches in the comments saying, oh, well, I never needed music theory. Lil Tecca doesn't need music theory, and he's the artist of our generation. First of all, Lil Tecca, and this is another thing, y'all don't understand the roles in music. Lil Tecca's a rapper. Of course he don't need music theory. He listens to beats. Whatever catches his ear, catches his ear. But you are a beat maker. You're showing a beat on TikTok. You need the music theory. Lil Tecca, I'm not so sure, but you, absolutely. And it's just so sad to see like this rise of like anti-intellectualism within musical spaces. Like, this is a craft that you have to learn, that you have to invest time in to learn. And people don't respect that anymore. Like, there was this girl on TikTok, and she was like, you know, from the producers to the background singers to the main person, nobody plays an instrument. Nobody can read music. And obviously, like, you don't need it. But she's kind of onto something. Like, nobody's really a musician anymore. I mean, obviously, there are people out there. I came from a whole school of fucking musicians. But still, I think that's something that should be studied. I don't know.
He has a point. Nobody wants to really learn anything no more. And then you got to think about the time we in. Now we got fucking AI. AI is like, motherfuckers are like, bro, why should I learn when I could just type in a prompt? Like, I'm not finna learn that. I can ask AI and I can ask Chat GPT and it's gonna let me know. You feel me? And it's like, I don't know about that, bro. Like, I like learning, bro. Like I like learning. I love the process. I really enjoy the process and not just locking in. And I remember when I taught myself how to make beats. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I taught myself how to record, man, and I got so good at it. And it's like people would never, some people would never understand the process, and they would never really progress as far as like making beats or engineering, because now niggas are getting beats from AI, niggas are getting their songs mixed with AI, and all that is cool, but it's like, nigga, we used to do this shit for the joy of it. Now y'all just letting the computer do it. There's no fun in it no more. It's like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing for real? Like, do you niggas even really want to do music? Do you really? Like, I don't think y'all niggas even want to do music for real. Cause why the fuck y'all letting the computer do, like, why y'all letting AI do everything? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely right. Stan culture and consumerism is destroying the art form we all know and love. The same way Stan culture is destroying cinema is the same way Stan culture is destroying rap music. If we're talking about technical ability, like someone being able to rap, we're talking about skill level, and all you throw out is stats and billboards and box offices. To me, that's just an indicator that you've lost the argument. I'm not gonna lie, man. As much as I like Travis' music, bro, he ain't that good a rapper. And for Push to say that he doesn't like rappers that don't rap, it actually makes a lot of sense. This is an art form. This is an art form that should be respected. And a lot of people get into it without actually doing the work. Like, let's be honest with you, man. DDG should not be rapping. He's trash. I hate to...
That's tough. He came out strong. Nigga said DDG is trash. I get what I don't want to say I get what he's saying. I understand it. But I also think DDG got a couple cool songs. But in my opinion, every artist gonna have a couple cool songs. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do feel like when it comes to a lot of these newer artists, well, not necessarily newer artists, but people who kind of merged into music after doing something else, like a lot of them, they just riding the wave off of, you know what I'm saying, like what they used to do. Some of them still do it. Like DDG still does his content and shit, but it's like even DDG had to realize, like, nigga, this content is what made me. Like, remember he was trying to stop doing content to do music like full time because he wanted to really have the, I guess, the appearance of a rapper and really like build his image. And then he realized, like, what am I doing? Like, the fuck am I doing? Because it was like, nigga, without the content, you would have never even became this. You see what I'm saying? Like, you would have never became this as far as music goes. Like, that shit gave you these opportunities. So it's like, why would you stop doing that? But also at the same time, it's like, I don't know, bro. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, DG got a couple cool songs, but he also don't be talking about shit most of the time. Niggas just be, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't really be talking about shit. Like I said, I like songs with substance and shit. So like when he did the song, I think with NBA Youngboy, it kind of was like some storytelling shit. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be having cool songs. You know what I'm saying? Or like when niggas really like writing about some shit they went through, you can tell. And I like shit like that. But when niggas just flexing, I got this much money, I fuck your bitch, like, I don't want to hear it. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Guy, man, but Ice Spice trash. I'm not trying to be elitist to any degree, but the anti-intellectual movement is actually killing rap music. And it's actually stunted the art form. Mind you, I'm from Texas. I rep Texas in everything I do. But if we're talking Texas rappers, Trav don't even make the cut. Trav not even in the discussion. Like, we're talking Paul Wall, Lil Keke, Chamillionaire, Slim Thug. I knew this art form was collapsing when niggas wanted music to shake ass to. Saying your favorite rapper, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Trav, is better than another rapper because of their box office totals or just because of numbers, it's like saying Michael Bay is better than Scorsese. It's just complete blasphemy.
Man, how y'all feel about that? But like I just said that though, like man, just because somebody doing all these numbers and like that don't make you better than the next man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to give an example, right? So let's say like, what's a good example I could give y'all, man? I'm finna end this video. This shit type long, but I just kind of wanted to get on this topic and start a conversation, and hopefully we can go, you know, back and forth in the comments or whatever. But let me try to give y'all like an example. Okay, let's go Post Malone, right? Post Malone, when Post Malone first came out, was labeled a rapper. Even though we all know Post Malone don't really fucking rap. This nigga sings, right? Right? If we being honest, Post Malone is not a rapper. This nigga's a singer. This nigga be singing. You know what I'm saying? Post Malone does crazy numbers, right? He has probably done better numbers than some of your favorite rappers. And he was also labeled a rapper at one time. So does Post Malone numbers make him a better fucking rapper than Nas, Jay-Z, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake? Which I don't really know the numbers. I know this nigga Drake numbers is crazy too, but you get what I'm saying though. Like Post Malone number wise, his numbers might be maybe way crazier than like J. Cole or Nas or Jay-Z. But does that make that nigga a better rapper than them? Fuck no. Who the fuck is picking Post Malone over Jay-Z, J. Cole, or Nas or Kendrick? We talking about rapping, nigga, right? We just talking about ability to rap, not picking that nigga. And this nigga makes, come on, man. Nigga, Post Malone is dope, but I'm talking about rapping, nigga, not singing and melodies. That's different. That's a whole different bag. I just hate that everything is grouped together as rap. All this shit is not rap. They been talking about like, nigga, we need like sub-genres or some shit, because everything being labeled as hip-hop and rap, all that shit not rap, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in this video right here, man. Jump in the comment section, let me know what you think, man. If y'all want more of these videos, I kind of like this format. I'm trying some shit out. I kind of rock with it. I'm gonna edit this video, get it out to y'all, get some feedback, see what y'all thinking, and we're gonna keep going. Until next time.